Hi there, I hope you guys are doing well. This is the Westiest Bread and I hope you guys enjoy my review of Hogwarts Legacy. Now I just want to put a quick disclaimer out there. I'm not a professional reviewer and this is just my second review. I just wanted to share my thoughts and my opinions on this game. Now with all the details in the game such as the Forbidden Forest, Hogwarts, Hogsmeade, you can definitely see the passion that these individuals that made this game had. They wanted to create a world, a wizard world that they could live in. Now Hogwarts Legacy is not by any means tied to the movies, and that is a good thing because it sets itself apart by creating a unique story that's so engaging, so heart gripping that I actually love this game, and it's definitely a Game of the Year contender. But let's get straight into this review.
Ah, yes, a bit older than the others, aren't you? Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
With regards to the story, I didn't want to give major spoilers, so you can check out the full story on my channel. I would appreciate the support. But anyway guys, the dialogue in this game is very well written. You actually genuinely feel interested in the characters and you want to see where the story goes, where they will end up, because they all basically involve you and the choices you make. So yeah guys, every character that you meet or interact with will definitely shape your future. In Hogwarts Legacy, you start as a 5th year student and you miss the first 4 years of your school. So what the developers did to cheat the system is they make you attend classes, do assignments to learn all these spells that you will need in the school to fit in, to solve puzzles, everything. So it makes sense to have all these spells at your disposal.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Some of the classes were taken outside of Hogwarts, which I actually found refreshing. Aside from learning spells and charms, you'll also be learning how to craft potions and how to plant seeds. You will even learn how to tame beasts, which I actually found very cute. And another thing I actually felt that they nailed is actually giving you choices to go on a dark path.
The incantation is Avada Kedavra.
Now how you progress in this game is you have to explore this world, whether it is Hogwarts or the open world map. Exploring Hogwarts can be very rewarding because look at this, even though the Chamber of Secrets is not in the game, you can still see this reference. In order to unlock spells, you have to complete certain tasks or assignments. Now these assignments aren't boring, they're really brilliantly designed. In the background you can see that this specific task is actually kinda cool because it helps you practice combos that will help you later in the game. Now as you complete all these tasks and assignments, they will give you private one-on-one lessons that will help you catch up on all the 4 years that you missed out on. These spells can be used in unique ways then to help solve puzzles and help characters in this wizard world. As I stated before, the puzzles are cleverly designed in a way that it makes you think and you actually feel like the game isn't holding your hand.
What were the horrible stories you were told about the Forbidden Forest?
Oh, goodness, everything from students being mysteriously beheaded. Oh, how kind. Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did.
They are. She wasn't making it up.
This all helps with the overall experience and help ties everything into the self-discovery.
Thank you.
Now you must not forget there is a magical world around you, so explore whenever you can and just breathe and take everything in.
Magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
The world is filled with magical, fantastic beasts. Releasing these creatures into the vivarium actually creates magical moments. Hogwarts is also filled with fantastic characters. You can see in this class it feels very lively because students interact, the facial expressions of the characters and the dialogue. It makes you feel very immersed into the game.
this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw.
There are also side characters that are presented in a very charming way. The combat and the enemy types in this game actually help connect the story of a student. What are you doing in the Forbidden Forest at night? But actually it makes you realize how dangerous it is. But as you learn more spells, you actually start to feel more confident and trust in your abilities just to explore. And sometimes you also see how alive this world can be at night, where people are just interacting and then you can interrupt fights. This actually makes the world feel very alive. Now at some point you're going to come across a room of requirement, and this is going to be your headquarters. Here you will brew potions, you will grow plants, you can even change the room's ambience, you can adjust how it looks, you can do everything. So every single task you will do in this room is very enjoyable and goes very smoothly. You can also adjust your gear, make it better, add certain perks to it. This is the room you'll be needing, and it always adjusts to whatever you need. So you can just ask Dick and he will do that for you. Now I think it's about time to actually get into the combat of this game. Now that was embarrassing. Now depending on what spells you have chosen in your right bottom corner, you can easily experiment and combine all these spells to pull off some powerful combos and do maximum damage. Now you don't always have to fight your enemies head on, which I appreciate. You could just simply use the disillusionment charm, and then you can sneak by enemies if you want to avoid confrontation. But if you somehow want some takedowns, you could always use the Petrificus Totalis spell. Now to prepare for battles, you will need to brew some Wiggenweld potions, all potions that can help you turn the tables in a battlefield, especially when you don't have a lot of health. So you will also need plants that you can use in battle to turn the tables whenever you're overwhelmed. Some of the deadly curses that I used in the game was the Crucio spell. It's very good because it immobilizes the enemy and stuns them for a while. Then you can use Imperio and it will literally fight enemies for you. Let's talk about talents. This is basically important if you have a certain build, a wizard build. So if you want to be powerful, you're going to choose dark arts and spells. If you want to just be balanced, you're going to choose core. If you want to play stealthy, you're going to choose that. So you would have to use these points and spend them and choose the spells that you like, and that's going to be most useful to your playing style. So I would advise you keep those points until you find the spells that you like, and it's mostly towards the latter end of the game that you actually unlock powerful, more potent talents that I would use that rather for the earlier ones, where if you use it too early then you might not have enough to get those better ones. Now Hogwarts Legacy can be very challenging because you have to think about a lot of things at once. You have to think about potions, you have to think about plants, you have to think about how you're going to fight and how you're going to turn tables. So once you figure this out, once you figured out how your style of play is, it's really satisfying and things all come together. The last thing I want to mention is sell all the gear that you're not using, because you're going to run into a problem where your inventory is full and then you can't pick up new items and you're going to miss out on some really cool gear. Everything in Hogwarts works very well. Everything in the game feels alive, even death, as you can see. So the seasons change, the level of detail in this game makes the game feel so authentic. Look at the snow, everything, the mood changes. So I just want to say, if I were to give my thoughts of this game, I couldn't find anything wrong with this, and this is simply a masterpiece. If I were to rate this game out of 10, I would give it a solid 10. I would recommend to anyone who is a Harry Potter fan, you will not regret this decision. You will enjoy this game from the beginning till the end. You will probably feel depressed after you finish the game, because there's just so much that, like the story, the gameplay, the puzzles, everything in this game is just simply magical. I'm just gonna say it, this game is perfect. It exceeded my expectations. It's everything that I would have wanted in a wizard game, in a wizard world. So yeah guys, I definitely think this game might win Game of the Year. And yeah guys, if you like this video, smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please